I'm flying blind.
I think we're live. Yep, we're live. Hi, everyone. Hello,
Hi.
hello, hello. Hi, Zoe.
Hi, Zoe.
I hope my YouTube is muted. Let me check. Yes, it is. So we're continuing on today, Kimmy and I. Michelle's not here. She had an appointment, and but she'll be here next week, I think. So that'll be great. And Kimmy and I are continuing on with our fabric books again this week, just to refresh. I'm doing a vintage one, and Kim's doing a shabby one. Mine has gypsy type images. And this is what I've done so far. This is a pocket that I have my other images just sitting in for the book. And then this week, I'm going to be working on this 2-page spread that I started last week. I did the edging trim, and I did this trim here, and I added some little pearls to the bottom. And then I've got a couple of dangle trims underneath here. But so now it's like the decorating of this part I'm going to get finished today. And if we have enough time, I will start on this page over here. So we'll see how far we get today. So that's what I'm working on. And let me click on Kimmy, and she can share with you what she's working on. Over to you, Kimmy.
Okay. Last week, I finished. So I'll start with my front cover. Here's my front cover. This was the very first show that we did. And then I have my inside cover, or inside, that page that I finished, this page that I finished, and then my back cover that I finished last week. So I'm now starting fresh with a whole new set of pages. So I will be starting fresh. And I think the first page I'm going to do, I'm going to be using this image. Isn't that so pretty?
Yep, it's gorgeous.
It says love song on it also on the very top. And I tried to pick a lot of images with roses because I love roses. So I'm going to be using this image. And I'm probably going to put a piece of this yumminess down first. Look at that. Amazing. Gorgeous. And
So pretty.
I like this image too because I can use kind of like I'll show you the difference. Like this is kind of almost like a peachy pink. I don't know if the camera picks it up, versus this one is more like a traditional pink. So on this,
It's close on camera. The color,
yeah,
it's really hard. Camera doesn't really do colors justice sometimes.
this is kind of more like a bubblegum pink, and that's what I was using before. But for this image, I'm using these that are kind of like a peachy pink. So that's why I kind of like it, because I'm trying to get all different shades of pink in this book too. So, and I've got a whole bunch of pile of goodies in front of me. So that's what I'm going to be working on today. I'm going to start with this image and the new set of pages. Woohoo!
You are the
And
pink girl this week.
I have to say that my computer is doing an update, and it could be doing it for hours. So I apologize. I'm flying blind. I cannot see the chat. So Kim's going to have to relay chat.
I will let you know. Yep.
So if there's anything, I'm not ignoring anybody. I cannot see the chat. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, it's that big Windows update, so it might take a while, but yeah. So that's her. Hey, Diane, Grandma's Accessories.
Hey, Diane.
And Angie Brown is here.
Hi, Angie. Hey, Diane, your order shipped. Hopefully you should have it, or maybe today. I can check the tracking for you later.
Nice.
Right? Should be getting some vintage linens to play with.
Ooh, who doesn't love that?
Yeah, my computer says 17% now.
Ooh, it's getting there. So last week when I finished this page, I was going to do black and white, and I've changed my mind because I just didn't like it. So I'm doing like avocado dyed peachy pink and white on this page because I love the avocado dyed stuff that I got from my friend Lacey. and it's just beautiful. So I'm going to cut flowers out of this. But also in my stash, I had this beautiful beaded piece. So
Oh, I
I
love
wanted to use
that.
that.
I love that so
Hi,
much.
Joey.
Hi, Joey. I love both of those pieces so much.
Zoe said she's under a blanket. Oh, Angie said she can't stay long. Oh, that's okay, hon. Are you babysitting again? So anyway, that's where I'm going with my page is the peachy pink colors.
Gorgeous.
Yeah, I love avocado dyeing.
Just make sure you're not trying to boil pasta at the same time.
I won't share that story, but you can if you want to, Kimmy.
Biggest crafting boo-boo ever.
Yeah, Kimmy has a good story.
How long ago was that, Kim? Like a couple years?
Oh, yeah, it was a couple years ago.
Kim was wanting to do some avocado dyeing. So I'm on Hangouts or whatever with Kim, and I'm in my kitchen and I have a pot of water boiling with the avocado skins in it. And I've got all my laces ready to go. I put my laces in and everything's good. And then I'm like, I'm going to make some pasta for dinner tonight. So check out the pasta. And as I'm talking away, I'm not even thinking. And I just open the box and dump it in with my avocado skins and laces. So there was pink noodles, which I probably could have eaten. We probably could have had, but I just felt like really stupid. And I was like, yeah, no. So first of all, I almost peed myself laughing because it was hysterical, I have to say.
It
Because
was more hysterical for me, let me tell you.
because it did actually dye the noodles pink, which was funny.
Well,
But
you could still eat them because avocado is food, so you could
I
have still eaten
probably could have, but I just didn't want to. I guess I didn't want to explain to my family why their pasta was pink. So, so, and the funny part was me trying to fish out every little noodle so I could keep boiling my laces in there. Keep my laces going. So that was fun times.
That was fun.
That was my biggest crafting blunder ever.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that one of your grandkids has the flu, Angie.
Oh, hope they feel better soon.
Yeah.
A lot of people are not feeling well. This winter was really rough on everybody.
Yep.
I hate to hear that.
I've had this piece for well over a year, and this is me just cutting into it because I had to hoard it for a while.
It's so amazing, though. Oh.
Well, sometimes you need to save things for the right project, right?
That's a really hard call, though, when you're hoarding something for a long time to make that decision that this project is it.
Yep. But you only use little bits at a time. I wouldn't use the whole piece, that's for sure.
Yeah. Is anybody crafting along with us today?
Yeah, Zoe said you should have eaten the noodles anyway. Oh, your great nephew. Sorry, Zoe. Or Angie, I'm sorry.
Trying to explain to my husband why his dinner was pink would have been hilarious.
Yes, it would have.
Yeah.
That would have needed another Google Hangout call for us to listen.
Because my husband is, he's not the kind of dude that would wear pink. We'll just say that. He's macho-ish.
Okay. So I've cut some of the little beaded pieces.
You guys can tell us your biggest crafting blunder if you want and share your funny stories too. So I'm not the only one.
I don't know if I have a crafting blunder like that. I mean, I've made things that have not worked out and have turned out not good looking. I have,
We've
you
all
know,
done that. Yeah, we've all done that.
done that, but
Anybody try to dye like fabric or something and like stain their tub or, anything good?
no, I'm good with that. I have an old canning pot that I use to dye my stuff in. And that's the Dylon dyes I use for the canning pot. If it's a natural dye like beet juice or avocados, I just use a kitchen pot, because it's
Okay.
food. So,
Yeah.
but I don't use the canning pot for food. So,
I've never dyed anything. I've never used Rit dye or anything.
oh, I love dyeing fabric. It's one of my favorite things to do.
However, the tub in our guest bathroom is completely purple from my lovely daughter dyeing her hair.
Oh dear. Hi, Christina. It's Kilburn's Creations.
Hi, Christine.
Hope you're doing well, sweetheart. I have these big flowers. I don't know if I should put them here. I think I like them better there, or up here in the corners. I think I like them better down here. Zoe said that's funny, your story.
Kimmy, they look kind of like a female anatomy part down there a little bit. I'm just saying.
These? Oh dear. Well, they are flowers. What about there?
I like that better than down below personally, but ask the
Well,
ladies.
they're going on last, so we'll see what happens. Christine said, hello, yeah, I know about dyeing hair in my bathtub turned red, and I mean red.
Christine, how did you get it out? Because we can't use bleach in our house because we have septic. So we've tried like the magic eraser. We've tried a bunch of different things and we could not get it out.
Have you tried vinegar and baking soda?
I tried vinegar, but I didn't put baking soda in it.
Well, that will cause a reaction, or lemon juice with the baking soda.
Oh, I haven't
And it
tried.
will bubble up.
And we do have lemon juice. What does the lemon juice do?
Well, lemon is an acid, so it may eat through it.
Oh.
And it's natural, so you can use it with septic.
Yeah. I hate having septic.
Also, witch hazel, I hear, is pretty good for things.
Witch hazel is good for like soothing or, cuts and things too.
Yeah. So you could try that.
Yeah, we have lemon juice and we have baking soda. I may try that later. Actually, I may have her try it later because she needs.
Christine said, it eventually wears out. You just have a purple bathtub for a week or two. She said,
no.
Wait until you see her bedroom pillow.
No, we've had the purple bathtub for a year. So I'm like, it needs to. I mean, my daughter dyes her hair like probably twice a month, different colors all the time. And so maybe that's why it's not going away as quickly. But I'm going to make her try the lemon juice and baking soda because she needs to be that elbow grease into trying to get the stain out.
Right. Okay. Okay, Angie said no to the flowers. That's okay.
Not on the bottom. They didn't look right on the bottom.
I got other stuff. I can make flowers even. That we can do.
Yes, making flowers is fun.
I love making flowers. And I've got this collar piece that I'm cutting apart now with these beautiful roses.
Ooh, that's really pretty.
Yeah, Olivia sent me that.
Olivia's got the goods.
Yeah, she does. Kind of like that one there. And Diane said she liked them on the bottom.
Didn't she send you the violin too, Olivia?
Yeah, the violin I altered last year. She sent me that too.
I just saw somewhere, I think it was for Lindy's, that Phoebe did one.
I love altering things like that. And Jane Marge Hull does the most beautiful violins. Like, they are works of art, in my opinion.
This one that Phoebe did was pretty amazing. I loved it.
All right, let me click over on you, Kimmy. They've been watching me long enough.
Oh, I haven't really gotten anywhere, but okay.
There you go.
Okay, so basically I used my gorgeous piece of this. I used part of it, and I glued it down on over top of my page. Because if you remember on my other pages, I had some beautiful ivory lace that was over top of them. So this is going to be the backdrop.
Oh, that looks nice as a backdrop.
It really does. So it's going to be the backdrop for this. So I'm looking through my stash right now for a doily to kind of make this pop a little bit more, like a little soft pink or something behind this. So
That's
I've got all my,
pretty.
I've got laces, I've got trims, I've got flowers, I've got little laces that are going to possibly go on here. I've got fringe that could go on here. I've got lots of stuff sitting here. I've got a whole pile of bling that's probably going to go on here. So I just need to find something to go behind here. And I'm thinking a doily, like a pink.
Yes, a doily.
A pink doily to go before I put this on and then stuff her. I think I might even like stickle some of the roses, I think, just to give, or maybe glitter, I'm not sure, just to give a little sparkle on the roses for that one. So I haven't really gotten very far. So I just glued down this lace piece and trimmed off all my edges. It took a while to get it glued down really well. So
hi, Shannon.
Hi, Shanny. Been missing you, bestie.
Angie said I would put the color of buttons or something in the center of those white flowers. I think she was talking to me. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I may do that, Angie.
Yeah,
that may happen.
This enormous pile of stuff that I've pulled that might end up on here. So
yeah, I'd like to dig through that basket, please, Kim. Thank you.
No, this is potentially stuff for this project. So I just pulled this pile of stuff for this project.
You're not going to let me dig through it?
No.
Dang, girl.
I will if that means you're going to come visit. Then I will. Yeah.
Oh, that might happen. Okay.
Because that would be fabulous. Are you still clicked on me or no?
Yep.
Okay. I made this flower a while back. And I just love the way it turned out. It's got a little pink fabric bow on it.
Oh, that is pretty.
That's the back. It's a little Battenberg doily. That's the base. And then I've got like some tulle in there, you can see. And then I've got, like, everybody has these pearls on the spool. You know, they're like from Hobby Lobby or every place. So there's that. Then there's another doily underneath on top here. And then I put two little tiny pieces of trim here and here. And then I put the little fabric bow, a little tulle bow, and a little button on the center of it. So I really like the way this came out. It looks really pretty, I think. So I'm looking for a spot for this flower to go in this piece as well. So I've got a whole bunch of goodies in here that I'm just trying to find the right backdrop. And of course, I've got some bridal lace from the vintage wedding gown that I scored.
Hi, Sierra.
Hi, Sierra.
Zoe's eating brownie mix. You go, girl.
Oh my gosh. This is the lace that was the backdrop. This is vintage lace that was the backdrop for all my other pages. So I wanted to just use
Okay, now
something.
you're just making us all drool, Kimmy.
So I just wanted to use something different because that's what I used on the backdrop of all the other ones. Like here's another flower that I had made before that I might go in this. I
Oh, that's pretty.
really like this. This is just the loopy trim flower, you know, with this fabric.
Yep, yep.
But then there's a doily on the bottom.
You make
And then
nice
there's,
flowers, girl.
thank you. And there's like another little doily piece on the top, and then you can see the bling in the center. So that's a potential for somewhere in this piece too. But anyway, I could sit and look through here all day. So I'm going to put this down and try to find what I want. Oh, here's some more bling I just found. See that? It was a good thing I was digging through here.
Bling, bling, bling.
All right.
Everybody says pretty.
Thank you, ladies.
Reese's brownie mix. Yummy, Zoe.
Oh, that's the breakfast of champions right there. Awesome.
Yeah, it may not be breakfast time for Zoe.
Oh, okay.
I'm not sure, though. But you could have it for breakfast. I'm just saying.
Right.
Why not? Why the heck not? Okay, this is not going to be fun to glue. Click back on me for a minute.
I don't have the right doily in the right size. I hate when that happens.
Oh, you are on the same time as us, so okay.
So I was right. It is breakfast of champions.
There you go. So I cut up the rest of that, ouch, and I just burned my finger, collar.
Don't burn yourself.
And I'm just putting the rest of the pieces down. And then the whole thing with doing books like this is building layers. And your project goes through what I call the ugly stage. I say that about all my projects because there's a point where you're like, okay, why did I make that decision? It looks terrible. But then when you build on it and add things, it just works. So every project goes through that, I think. What do you think?
I think so too, and you definitely do say that.
I do. Now, my friend Shannon Morrissey, who's in the chat and is my dearest friend and moderator, she has been doing some amazing stuff on her Facebook group and in her YouTube channel. And I saw you posted a video this morning, Shani, which I will watch later. She's been doing acrylic pours. And they're amazing. You guys must go over and subscribe to Shannon because her work is just incredible. And the acrylic pouring she's doing is like, wow, it's amazing.
Not only that, she's doing resin stuff that is amazing. Yeah. That, like Kimmy and I both want to do.
Yeah, I said resin, didn't I? Or did I say acrylic?
No,
it's resin pouring. Okay, sorry. It's resin pouring she's doing.
Kim and I both, it's on our crafty bucket list to try acrylic pouring. So we both want to try that. So we may do that on a live in the future. But Shannon not only does acrylic pouring, but this resin stuff, I mean, it is very complicated and involved. So you definitely have to watch to see how she does it. But it's freaking amazing. The piece that she just made, it is like a seaside, each side. It is gorgeous is like an understatement, does not do it justice. So definitely go check her out. And, you know, subscribe to each other too. We say that on all of our lives. We really want everybody to support each other. That's the way we roll.
Yes, it's a fabric book, Sierra. This is our third week doing it. We've been doing it step by step for the last 2 weeks. This is week 3, and then we'll have one more week next week, and then we're going to move on to something else. And we're also going to be doing a junk journal series in the very near future as well.
Woohoo!
No, not an acrylic hose, Zoe. Acrylic pour.
An acrylic what?
Oh.
Oh, no. No hose here.
No, acrylic pour, hon. Yeah, go and sub to Shannon and you will see what she does. She's Morrissey's Art and Crafts Design Studio. Her work is amazing.
Sub each other too.
Absolutely. Okay, so I have one little piece left that I think I'm going to save. I want to cut this off. Okay. So there's where I'm at so far. Cut that down. So, you know, cutting up collar pieces is great because you don't have to use the collar just as a collar. Cut it up and use it in different ways. You get kind of more mileage out of things like that.
I rarely use a collar piece as a collar.
Yeah, me too. Shannon said, "What's a hoe?" I'll explain it to you later, honey. Okay. I'll click back over on you, Kimmy, because I got to go looking for stuff.
Okie dokie.
Hi, Jean.
Hi, Jean. Okay, so I have my little white background. I chose this. It's like a hot pad, I guess, because it was just the right size. So, and then I put this gorgeous lace across the
Oh,
top.
that's so pretty.
So this is what I'm about to do next is glue her down in the middle there and stuff her. And then I've got
Nice.
other really cute stuff that's going to go on the bottom. And I just pulled another flower out that matches this color perfectly, like this blushy pink. So I had made this a long time ago, and this was real easy because it's that pleated trim, you know, is the bottom layer. And then there's some more of that blush, like kind of pleated trim on a roll that I just, you know, went around with it. And then this is just a little snippet of lace on the top with some bling in the center. Real easy. And you can see I just used a felt circle as my base for that. So this is most probably going to go down here on this page or here on this page.
Bye, Angie.
Bye, Angie. Thanks for stopping in. So yeah,
I'm glad you caught us live. Yes, I'm glad you're here.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna glue her down and stuff her right now. Making sure that I got this glue down though. This is pretty heavy, so it's gonna take a little bit of extra glue. And I'm using
digging in the lace hoard.
I'm using my glue gun just because we're on a live show. If I was making one of these, I would probably use my Fabri-Tac, but it takes a long time to dry. So
yeah,
because we're on a live, I'm using hot glue.
Oh, I might use some of these. That's gonna work.
Yeah, my computer has turned off and on 3 times now, and it's still not finished.
Yeah, the Windows update is a big one. So what are you guys all working on? Are you making something lacy? Are you doing some mixed media? What are you guys making?
Paper crafting, tell us. Tell us everything.
Yeah, tell us everything. That's true. Inquiring minds want to know. Okay. All right, let's see where we go from here.
And if you guys remember, or if you weren't here in the beginning, this is just a placemat that I'm using for my base. You can see when I open it. My book is
such a good idea.
My book is going to be like a flip book style, but this is actually a placemat I got at a store called Old Time Pottery in Florida, in Central Florida, and these were like in the clearance bin for 10 cents.
Wow.
They were $1 and they were 90% off, so I got a bunch of 10-cent placemats that if you watched my videos, the clutch that I made for my daughter's wedding, that
Yeah.
was made out of a 10-cent placemat as well. And so is this this book is going to be made out of a few of them. Because I'm a bargain shopper. That's the way I roll. I got the haul of a lifetime yesterday. Right, Kim?
Yes, she did. She's very lucky because she lives near a place where people do a lot of crafty de-stashes.
Well, I live on a place where a lot of people use Facebook Marketplace to
Yep.
de-stash their stuff and sell their stuff. And I'm like on the hunt because my daughter's looking for some metal, iron easels for her wedding. So I'm on there like frequently throughout the day. So I see things rather quickly. And like yesterday, this one lady was selling a bag of lace for $5. I mean, just all kinds of good stuff. And this other woman, sweet as can be, was moving to New Jersey, and she has an entire art studio that she's selling all of her stuff to raise money for the move. So
Nice.
my daughter, who is Caroline, the tub stainer,
The tub
um,
stainer.
the hair dyer, went with me. She's been on a live before. You guys have seen Caroline. She went with me, and this lady had mixed media. Like she literally had everything. Like I think I have a pretty good supply of stuff, and like my room has a lot of stuff in it. And she had a lot. I mean, mixed media stuff. She was saying she threw away bags of paint, and I was like, oh, it hurt my heart. Hurt my heart to hear that. And she had ribbons and trims and ink pads and chipboard albums and just stuff upon stuff upon stuff. I got
Nice.
I got a metal rack, the one like the black one that you hang on the wall that you can put all your paper pads in for $5.
Oh, I need one of those for my
So
paper.
like that's amazing. I mean, it was crazy. And she's gonna like just donate everything when it comes time to move. So she just needed to get it out of there. She couldn't afford to move it, wasn't gonna keep it. And so it was just she was real happy that it was going to someone, that was gonna use it and it was gonna be loved. But I was just like, oh my goodness. I could not imagine having to sell all my crafty supplies either. Ooh, that would be a sad, sad day.
Yes, it would, my friend.
Okay, I have to go dig for my batting because I did exactly what I said I was going to do and I forgot to take it out.
Okay, I'll click back over on me.
Like back on you.
Shannon said she loves the page you're doing.
Thank you, Shani.
I'm using some of this lace at the moment, and I'm just cutting the leaves and the flowers
Oh
out.
my God, I love that.
That's been in my stash for a while. It's nice. I've been digging in my stash, and I was like, I forgot I had that. I forgot I had that.
We always do that. We forget we have stuff.
Yeah. So I think I might make flowers for this page.
That's
So
great.
that may be coming.
Stay clicked on.
And I'm going to put bling all along here, I think, in the middle of these flowers. I think that'll be good. And I need something in here somewhere. So
stay clicked on you and teach us how to make those folded flowers.
yes, I think I have some fabric already cut, but if I don't, I can recut
those
them.
too.
I have some white fabric here, so maybe I'll just make some squares. Okay, let me put this aside for a minute and let me make a couple of flowers.
I want to know how big the size of your squares is.
I have no idea. I just eyeball it.
You don't measure the squares?
Sierra loves both our pages. She said they're beautiful. Thank you, sweetie.
Thank you.
No, I don't measure anything, Kim. It's terrible, I know, but
No, but I mean, when you're cutting your square right now, can you just measure it so I have an idea of how big I need to cut the squares?
usually they're about 2 inches.
Okay. Yeah, just give me a ballpark so I know
Yeah,
how big to
I
cut
would
squares.
say 2 inches.
Okay.
And then what I do is I just fold my fabric, fold it over a few times, and then I just start cutting my squares.
Oh, that's smart.
Well, you know, I'm lazy, so I like to do it. Now this one I'm going to cut a bit bigger because, and then when you
See, that's
cut,
work smart. That's work smart, not hard. That's not
yeah,
lazy.
you're going to cut them this way, and then I'll just trim this one up.
See, I wouldn't have thought to do that.
So they're about 2 by 2, I guess. Let's
Okay.
see how close I eyeballed that.
I bet you're pretty darn close.
Nope, 2.5
That's close.
by 2.25. Close enough.
That's close.
So then once you cut your first one, I just kind of take one and lay it down on top. Or two. These might be a little bit bigger, but that's okay. Doesn't really matter. And then you just cut your loops. And then you're going to want to cut a little circle of felt. Yeah, these are a little bigger. But that's okay. These ones might be 2 3/4 by 2 3/4 now. Ish. But yeah, I don't measure, so.
Measuring is sissies.
Well, Kim, where did you get that rose trim from?
No, it's gorgeous. I'd like to know too.
Which rose? Oh, the flower trim I just used at the end there.
The white lace with the roses.
I got that from Olivia Hernandez, so it's nothing that I can direct you to a store with, I'm sorry to say. So, sorry about that. These ones will be a little smaller. So we'll have some bigger and some smaller, which is okay because you can layer them with the big ones on the bottom and then the small ones on the top, which I like to do anyway. And that's probably going to be about enough to make 2 flowers anyway. But they don't have to be perfect. And this fabric I got at a thrift store. So, oh, thanks, Shani.
Looks like bridal satin.
Yeah, it was at this one thrift store I go to. They have a big bin of fabric remnants that people donate, and they just roll them up for like 50 cents or $1.
Wow.
So last time I was there, I got a ton of really great stuff, and this is one of them. But it's a thicker material. It's not linen and it's not satin. I'm not sure what it is, but it would be like for a skirt or something, or it could be like for an underskirt, maybe even.
Oh, okay.
But I love it. But I think it was a curtain before because it has a hem on the bottom. So it's kind of like an upholstery fabric, I guess.
Yeah.
But, you know, that curtains make the best flowers. They really do.
Yeah.
Okay, so now I need to cut a couple of little circles. for the base of my flowers. And again, I just eyeball those and make circle-like shapes, not exactly circles. Circle-like shapes. There we go. Hi, Violet.
Hi, Violet.
She said, I've been washing my doily hoard and making a couple of fabric doily books out of fabric and things I almost gave away after the craft room clean. Yes, it could be polyester, Shani. Oh, I know, V. I have done that too.
What?
And then you go, well, like cleaned up your room and then went, I don't need this, I don't need that. And then gone back later and either I have already given it away and I'm like, why did I do that? Or I go back in the pile that's to go to the thrift store and take stuff out and use it. Kind of hilarious. Okay, so for these flowers I'm going to do, you just take your square or square-like shape because it does not have to be perfect. I mean, if you want it to be a perfect square, once you fold it into a triangle, you could snip this piece off. But you don't have to. And I fold it into a triangle. And then I take this piece and fold it up this way. And then I take this side and I fold it to the back. So you end up with something that looks like this. So let me do that again.
Yes, please.
Your square, turn it on an angle and make a triangle. Take this corner, fold it straight up like that. Take the other side and do the same thing, but you're going to fold it around the back instead of folding it to the front, which you can do if you want, but I don't know. I just like the way this looks on the flower. So you fold it that way. Then you're going to glue in the fold so it stays. So you glue that side, you glue the back, then you take your little felt circle and put a blob of glue down. And then you put your little folded piece down. And then you go around. Now, I like to work in odd numbers, so I will do 5 on the bottom and then the top. And these are the bigger squares because you see I ended up with 2 different sizes, smaller and bigger. So I'm using the bigger on the bottom, and then for the next go around on the top, I'll do another 5 and go in between. And it makes it nice and fluffy. You can put tulle in between, a doily, a piece of lace, you know, anything you want. So
would you say the little squares are like maybe an inch or an inch and a half?
Okay, maybe 2 inches. Let me see. Could be an inch and a half.
What's the size difference between the big squares and the small ones?
No, the small squares are 2. These ones are 3.
Okay. So you're saying you need 10 squares, 5 of each size.
Yeah, but you can do 4. You know, it's up to you.
Okay.
Let's see. I said was going to downsize but couldn't part with the stuff. I had bags, you know, move them back into the house. Yep. Shannon said classic hoarder syndrome or OCD, obsessive crafting disorder.
Oh, I love that.
By the way, I'm reading the chat because Kimmy can't see the chat. Her computer's doing updates.
Still.
So anyway, that's how you do it. You just do it like that. And once you get going, they go pretty fast making the squares. So for my second one, I usually go opposite to where I was. But no, you probably shouldn't if I'm doing an odd number. I should probably go like that. Yeah, we'll do it that way. Ignore what I just said. So you just want to go around the circle if you're doing an odd number. If you're doing 4, then I would go opposite and then, you know, the other way. But because I'm going to do 5, you want to try and fit the 5 around there. That one's a bit small.
Onyx has joined me. He wants to watch you make flowers, Kim.
Yay, puppy.
Yeah. Puppy has to be right near mommy because nobody else is home. So if you hear my pooch, that's Onyx saying hi.
He's such a cute puppy. And again, if they do not have to be perfect, so.
Last night he had to sleep with 2 paws on me the whole night.
Oh, he's so sweet. He just wanted to make sure you weren't going anywhere without him.
Uh-huh. It was pretty fun though, like when he has a dream and doesn't realize it and he kicks and those paws are kicking into your hip or something, you know?
Yeah.
That was fun.
Okay, so I almost got the bottom row done here.
But there's nothing better than getting woken up with puppy kisses everywhere. I will say. It's kind of hard to be in a bad mood when you wake up with puppy kisses.
I wake up with a cat on top of me every morning, so I hear you.
That would make me in a bad mood.
No, my kitty's warm and cuddly and purring.
But kitty cats scratch.
Not when they're sleeping.
But when they wake up on you.
No, they don't. My cats don't. I've never had a cat that scratched me when I woke up.
I've just never been a cat person. I've always been a
So
dog.
there is the bottom layer of the flower.
Oh, that almost looks like a star. I love it.
Yeah, it does.
That's cool.
So you could put some lace in between, which maybe I'll do that. Let me see. What could I put in the middle of that? And then I'll do my top layer. Let's see. What do I have here?
I love that star shape of that.
Here's a little piece of snippet from my snippet bag. And there's a flower right there that I will cut out of the curtain fabric. And that just adds another layer. And of course, you're going to want to put bling in the center, because who doesn't want to do that?
Oh.
So I'm just going to put that in the center. Earth it down. Oh, I should use my little silicone brushes that Shannon gave me.
Yeah, you should. I should too, because I just burned myself. Oh.
Yeah. There we go. So now I'm going to do the top part, and I want to go in between where I did the other ones. So it's the same thing, just with smaller squares. And you can put a little bit more lace if you want. I mean, you can build these up. So in between would be there. You can build these up as high as you want with whatever you like. Get an eyelash trim would be nice on here.
Oh, yeah.
I love fibers.
Who doesn't?
Yep. Ouchie. Thanks, Diane. Oh, your bling is still not there, Shani? Yeah, sometimes from China it takes a long time. I waited for some doilies I ordered from China for nearly 6 months. I had given them up for lost, and they actually refunded my money. It was only like a couple of dollars. I got them on eBay, And they ended up showing up. So I contacted the guy and he said, don't worry about it. Just keep them. So that was nice.
Yeah.
Okay, so 2 more. So you see, they don't take too long.
I just love the way those are looking.
This is my favorite flower to make.
Is it really?
Yeah. I mean, I like doing the ones where you singe the edges too.
Yeah, I like doing those too.
But I mean, they're time consuming. These are a little faster. I have a lot of flower tutorials on my channel. If you guys just go back, I should make a playlist actually for those.
Yeah, you should. That'd be helpful.
Yeah, maybe I'll do that later. So there we go. There's the top layer. So now all that needs is some pretty bling in the center. And you can see they're dimensional, but they look really pretty from the side too. Wow, it's been 3 months, Shani. Yeah. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry it's taken so long. But yeah, sometimes you have to wait for stuff from China. So I'm going to find some bling to put on there. Let me see what I've got over here in the magic bling section.
The magic bling section. Wow.
Yeah, that's what I'm calling it today.
You got the magic bling, do you?
Yeah, a little bit. Okay. I'm going to need these. And then I will put some bling on here. I have these square bling that I love, but I only have 4 of those left. I have to order some bling. Well, maybe I will use those. I just like the way they look. It's going to be time to order bling for me too.
Yeah, me too.
I just like the way the squares look. You can turn them and make them like a diamond. See, there we go.
Oh, that's super cute.
So that's how you make that flower. And I'm going to make another one for my book. So I can probably click over on you, Kimmy, and you can show what you're doing.
Okay.
If you wish, my friend.
Sure.
Let me find my mouse. There it is. On you, girl.
Okay. Oh, I've got 2 more little finishing touches to do on this page, and then she'll be what I call finished because I'll stickle it after the show. So here she is, stuffed and poofed out.
Oh, that's pretty.
And then I used this little white lace to outline my fabric image. And then on this corner, I put a little piece. This is the background lace. I just made a little bow, put it on the corner with this yummy piece of hanging bling that's got the pink, the blushy pink in it. I love that. And then on this corner, I put the flower that I had made previously. And I double layered down here. I've got some white fringe, and then I put this pink over top, this pink tassel trim over top of the fringe. So here's my page so far. And then I've got something that I'm going to put behind, you know, so it'll have an edge sticking on the outside like this. So I'm going to do that. And then I've got one other little detail. And then aside from the stickling, I'm going to call this page finished.
Everybody's saying pretty.
This is, if you can see this, like it's like an eyelet.
Oh, that's nice.
So this is what I'm going to have going around from the outside on my pages. So I'm getting to glue that. And then I'm going to put this sequin trim right here that I'm in love with from Dawn Marie's store. And it's going to go to cover the little lines on this lace here.
Cool.
So those 2 touches and then stickles, and then I'm going to call this page finished.
Awesome.
So I'm liking this because this page has the blushy pink, where the other ones are more like the traditional pastel, you know, baby girl pink type, baby pink.
Shannon said, beautiful work, Kimmy. She's stunning. Love the bling.
Thank you. So
Diane
this is
said,
like
pretty Kimmy.
this is going to be my blush pink page.
Nice.
Yep. So back to you. Let's see some more flowers happening.
I'm just folding and gluing, girl. Violet said, I'm not crafting as we speak, but will be later. I was in the city and found some neat stuff at the thrift stores. Oh, well, who doesn't love thrift store hauls? I just went to the thrift store myself and found some great stuff.
Yeah, do a haul video. We love to see thrifty
Yeah,
goods.
she is. And Violet is a fellow Canadian.
Oh.
I believe she's down east, though. I love going to thrift stores. It's my favorite thing.
I have a question for you, Kim.
Yep.
Is Turtle Bay Island in Canada?
Yeah, I think it might be down east. Maybe Violet would know.
There's a Netflix show I'm watching, and it takes place in Turtle Bay Island, so I wondered if that was a real place.
It could very well be. Now, see, this piece is sticking out a little bit, so I'm just going to snip that. No, stay down, glue. That's a good thing about these flowers is you can trim them when you put them down. Okay, so I need another flower piece. I hope I have one on this piece that's sticking out of my bag here. I don't suppose it matters. It gets covered up, so I could just cut out a circle-ish.
Ladies, if you have any challenges or anything going on your channel that you want to mention, please feel free to do so in the chat.
Yeah. Yeah, there we go. That's fine.
Diane, is your challenge still going on?
Yeah, I'll definitely check out your thrift store video, V.
What's her YouTube channel, Kim?
I think it's Violet Lavender, just her name in the chat.
I love that name.
Okay, so now we're on to the top layer, and we make 5 more of the smaller ones. Is anybody watching anything good on Netflix or any good series right now, or seen any good movies? Let us know.
Yeah. So when I just asked you about Turtle Bay Island because I'm watching oh my gosh, it's called Northern. I think it's called Northern Rescue.
Oh, nice.
It's got Billy Baldwin and some people, and it takes place in Turtle Bay Island.
Yeah, Turtle Bay is a place. I'm sure it is. There's a show called The Umbrella Academy that I've seen previews for. I know it's on Netflix right now, but that looks good.
I've seen it. We loved it.
Oh, yeah?
Yep, we watched it. We binge watched it one weekend. Brian and I both loved it.
Yes, Shannon has a challenge on her channel right now. And Shani, your package has been mailed, and I have your tracking number, which if you remind me later, I will give to you, honey. But it has been mailed. So that's on its way. But yes, go over to Shannon's channel. It ends on the 31st now. And help Shani get to 600 subbies.
I got to 500 last night. Yay!
Congratulations, Kimmy.
Oh, I was really, really anxious for that to happen. Umbrella Academy is really good. That's definitely one you can watch with the husband or the teenage son, or, it's kind of, it's cool. And then also, I just finished on Netflix watching Working Moms. Hilarious.
Oh, yeah.
And it also has Canada in it. I don't know what's up with that, but
because Canada's awesome.
Working Moms is so great. And it's like about all these moms in different parts of their life, and they all go to this mom group, like this support group once a week.
Yeah.
And it shows each of their lives differently and each of their circumstances and each of their issues and stuff. But it's also hilarious. Some of the mom hacks and stuff they come up with, it's hilarious. Yeah. There's a couple new ones that are coming out too. The Netflix prices are going up as well. We got an email yesterday.
Yeah.
And when we logged into our Netflix, it says your account is going up to this price on April whatever.
I got rid of my Netflix because I'll tell you a little story. Somebody hacked my Netflix account and logged me out, made new password and everything. And I got absolutely zero help from Netflix about that. And there was nothing I could do. I called my bank. I called PayPal, everything, and I canceled it everywhere. But I had to make a brand new account, which I did over the Christmas holidays because my grandson was here. And then I canceled that after the holidays.
No bueno.
But yeah, I'm not going to have Netflix again. It's just not going to happen. So there is flower number 2. We're just going to puff it up. I think I want to trim this side down a little bit over here. There we go. But yeah, there we go. 2 pretty flowers for my page.
Love them.
Violet said she loves how you stuffed your image and made her puff out.
Thank you.
Okay, so back to my book. So I think I want to put these here. I like those better.
Yeah.
That looks better.
Kim, those pages are gorgeous.
And then I want to have some dangles coming down. Oh, I didn't glue that down.
You gotta have dangles.
Yeah, I do have some, but I want something coming down like on the front of these, underneath the flowers. I've got some eyelash trim, so I think that might be the winner. Yeah, it was awful because they had taken an extra month out of my account. So the bank gave it back to me. But I had to remove my bank information from my PayPal for a month so they couldn't re-access it. So yeah, it was really, that's the problem with online stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to cut a few lengths of this eyelash trim. That is a thrift store find.
That's a problem with Ally, because a lot, like my bank won't let me purchase from Ally because they have it flagged as, there's too much fraud reported from them.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I have never had a problem with Ally, surprisingly.
I think the only way to shop there safely is go and get one of those like MasterCard or Visa gift cards. And that way they can take out more, if somebody were to get the numbers, it's only $25 or $50, whatever you've put on it. So they can't, clean out your bank account with it.
Yeah, I've never ever had an issue with Ally. Have any of you guys had an issue with Ally?
I have, and both of my daughters have, and we all bank at the same bank. So.
Oh, thanks, Shani. Yeah, I like the way that looks with the eyelash trim coming down here.
Yeah, that's really pretty.
Adds some texture. So that's what I'm going to do here.
Put eyelash trim hanging down from a flower. That's a really good idea.
Yeah, I got this at the thrift store. And my dollar store here in Canada, they also sell really good eyelash trims and fibers.
Dollarama.
Good old Dollarama, yeah.
The best place for scissors.
Yes, it is. Now, Violet, if you go to Dollarama, get some of these scissors. They come in orange, pink, and blue. These are amazing scissors. They're stainless steel, and it goes all the way into the handle. They're like $2. They're amazing.
I'm using mine right now.
I love them.
Yeah, the Dollar Tree ones in America are not as good.
I
Just saying.
mean, scissors can be expensive.
Yup.
Oh, yes, you're in the prairies. I'm sorry. I was thinking of somebody else who was down east. Well, I know they have a Dollarama there, so check out the scissors at Dollarama, Violet. I love them. There we go. Yeah, I'm happy I made flowers instead. I think that made a difference.
Good.
All right, so now it's just little tiny details to finish this page off, which I'm going to use some little clay flowers, I think. Yeah. So waiting time from Allie. Sometimes you have to use the e-packet shipping, and you pay like a couple of bucks. But for me here in Canada, even paying $2 or $3 for shipping is not a big deal because, instead of the free shipping is what takes forever.
Yeah. And now you have to be careful on Amazon because Amazon's doing that with China as well. So you have to make sure when you're buying from Amazon, because my husband brought me wireless earbuds, and they were supposed to be for Valentine's Day, and he didn't realize they were coming from China, and they were like way late.
Might use those. Yeah, e-packet shipping is the way to go. Yeah, I might use these. Little color. These ones are super tiny. I can hardly pick them up with my big fat fingers. I just love these little doodads that you add at the end. I think it just really makes the page.
The doodads?
Yeah, I like doodads. And then I want something bigger for up there. Do I have white ones? Do. Almost out of these. I get my little clay flowers from Allie.
But when you're looking for those, ladies, when you're looking for those, they're in the nail art section. They're not like.
Yeah. Only have one left of those. All right. Glue stick. Yeah, they just add a little bit of extra color and texture, and they're just something really small and pretty. But even at dollar store, anything that's nail art, like for mixed media, I've used crushed seashells, And those were from the nail art section. Little
So
rhinestones, pearls, anything like that you can get in the nail art section.
awesome.
Oops, beads. So I'm super excited with these books. Oh, I need one more. Because, you know, just working on them each week has been really fun. How about for you, Kimmy?
Yeah, this is only the second like fabric lace book I've ever made in my life. So
Oh, you're doing a really good job.
Michelle, who is usually on here with us, Michelle has the first one that I've ever made. And this is actually only the second one I've ever done in my life. So
You're doing a great job, Kimmy.
if you want to click on me for a second, I'm not sure how we're doing for time, but I've finished this one.
Yeah, let me just click over on you. Okay.
What time is it?
It's 12 after 12.
Okay. Okay. So I did what I said, and I've got my little pink eyelet lace all around this page. And it's kind of cool because I like you can kind of see it peeking through underneath here, under my fringe.
Oh, yeah, it looks so good.
And then down here, I did a little bit different. I did this flower that I had already made, but then I did one of these white rosette flowers. It's got a big pearl in the center, and then I put this little piece of bling. No, where is it? The little piece of bling is somewhere in here, down here.
Yep, you
There's a
almost
little
had your finger on it. Oh, yeah.
piece
Yep.
of bling, so I just kind of made that cluster down there. And then if you can see, I went around every other,
Hold
dot
it
and
back a little bit, Kimmy. Hold it back a little bit from the camera because it's too close. Yeah, that's better. Then we get the whole page in.
I went around every little dot, every other dot, and put the little pink flat back pearl on there as well for another
I
little
love
piece.
that earring on the top.
Right?
Oh,
So
it's so
yeah.
pretty, Kimmy.
So I'm gonna call, and you can see my little fringy hanging down. So I'm gonna call this page done.
Yeah, I think I'm pretty much done too.
I am gonna put some stickles, like I said, like on the roses down here, just to make her sparkle a little bit. But I'm gonna call this page done. Yeah. I'm really happy with it. I like the way it turned out. This is going to be my blushy pink page, and I'm happy with how it turned out.
Diane said, "You're doing great for only your second book."
Yeah, this is only my second one. Thank you very much.
Oh, wow. Sam picked up Dovecraft 3D Pearl Effects, 12 of them for only £1 today from Poundland, UK.
Wow.
That's a good deal.
Dovecraft is the stickles that we use, and we get them from White Rose Crafts, and I think we pay like $1 for each bottle of stickles, right?
Yep. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Violet has a pair of the scissors in blue, and she loves them. Yes, girl. Yes. See, I've been telling all my friends about these scissors. I have hooked my friends up with the scissors.
Yes, she has.
I still have to get Shani a pair when I go back. But Shani's next. But yeah, they're amazing scissors.
Yes, they are.
Everybody says beautiful. Yeah,
Thank you,
it's gorgeous.
everybody.
You're doing amazing. Like to me, I would never know that you had only done like this is only your second book. I would never know.
Yeah, I've only done one before, and it was in lavenders and purples, and Michelle's got it. I sent it to her as a gift.
Ooh, I want to
So,
see it. She'll have to show us next week.
oh Lord.
Oh Lord.
It was my first lease book. Are you really gonna do that to me?
Yes, I still have my first book. It was a doily book. I still have it.
Okay.
But I look back on a couple of doily books I made, a few years ago, and I'm like, oh boy.
Okay.
Okay. I'm sure it's beautiful.
I don't remember. It's been a while. It's been probably like a year and a half since I sent it to her.
So here's mine, except for
are
the
you
mess around it.
are you clicking?
Yeah, click back on me.
Okay.
So I've done the avocado peachy colors in the background, and then white and a bit of cream on top. I went around the edge with this beautiful trim here, satin trim, and it does have a little bit of peach and green in it because they're little tulips. So I've used bridal trim that was dyed and that beautiful beaded piece, and then I cut up the collar in several places, and then I added this really pretty flower trim down the center and 2 of the flowers here. And then I made these, and then at the bottom I've got lots of pretty dangles with the fibers. And then this trim here, I put pearls on the bottom.
I love
and then
that.
I have this dangle and this dangle, so there's a few layers of dangle trim. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with how my double page came out.
Stunning.
I love the gypsy images. So you can do like vintage gypsy. You don't have to go full on, red and purple and stuff, which I love. But, for this book, I wanted to do a more vintage take on it. So yeah, next week, I'm going to be working on these 2, which are the last 2 pages. So this will have an image, and I might make a flower page or another pocket here. I'm not sure. And this beautiful fabric Kimmy sent me, which I love. So that's going to be next week, guys. So we're live every Tuesday at 11 a.m. Eastern, and I hope you all can come back next week when we finish up our books.
Yes, and if you have junk journal supplies and you want to craft along with us, start pulling those aside, because in the near future we're going to be starting our next series, which is going to be for like a vintage junk journal. Like gather your envelopes and coffee dyed papers and your Tim Holtz things and needle and thread and all that good stuff.
I may move my camera for that because I like to sew on my pages, so I may move my camera for the first week and do all the sewing on my pages, or do some sewing, or because I do like to sew. I'll have to figure out, what I'm going to do. I don't know how I can set that up on my sewing table, but we'll think of something and figure it out. But yeah, it'll be fun if you guys want to make an art journal along with us. They're super fun to do, making tags and all kinds of stuff.
And actually, sorry, Kim, I didn't mean to interrupt. Actually, I'm hoping to go live tomorrow on my channel.
Yes.
I think we said, what did we say? 1 o'clock?
1 o'clock Eastern.
1 o'clock Eastern, and my channel is Vintage Rose Creations by Kim. Most of you are subscribed to me and know me. And we are going to be altering some envelopes, kind of like in the style to go in your junk journal, or bags, little bags, or envelopes. So I would love it if you would come. It's going to be my first live in a long time on my channel. And, we might keep that as a regular thing. We'll just see how it goes. But I would love it if you would stop in tomorrow at 1 Eastern and watch Kim and I alter some bags and envelopes for this future junk journal series we're going to start.
Yes, I need to get my supplies out. I need to get some bags.
If you guys know Tammy Minda, she has an Etsy store, and I bought my bags from her. I bought some of the bags from her, and I also bought some of the coffee dyed paper and ephemera and things from her. So if you know her, she's got some of them. If you just go to Etsy and search Tammy Minda, I think her store will come up and you'll see the bags. They're super pretty.
Yep.
That's where I got some of mine.
So yeah, that will be tomorrow. But if you follow us on social media, you'll see the links in tomorrow. Come over and join the Angeldreamcrafts Facebook group, and the link to that is in the description box. And I always post the link to anything live in that group. Of course, on our Facebook pages, if you guys are not on our Facebook, I will put my name in there, and you can send me a friend request.
And my Facebook group is Kim's Vintage Rose and Crafty Friends. So if you're not a member and you would like to be in my group,
let me get the link for Kim's group. My link is in the description box. You just have to click on that if you'll just bear with me for a minute. Where is her link? And I'll put the link in the chat for you guys for her group. There we go.
Thanks, Kimmy.
Copy. Oh, come on, page load. My computer's like, you're doing 3 things at once? Why are you doing that?
Thank you all so much for coming today, ladies. We appreciate it.
That's the link to Kimmy's group. And as I said, the link to my group is in the description box. So please come over and join us. And I'm Kim Slade Fuller on Facebook. And Kimmy is Kim Lippincott, well, I'll type that in.
Kim Larson Lippincott, Lippincott.
Larson?
Ian.
Okay.
O-N is Swedish. Ian is Norwegian.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and she's Kim Larson Lippincott on Facebook. So if you just look us up, you'll find us and send us a friend request, and then you won't miss any updates or lives or anything like that. So cool. That's it for today, guys. Thank you all so much for coming. We really appreciate it. It was good to see all of you, and we will be back next week and tomorrow at 1 Eastern on Kimmy's channel. So take care, guys. Bye. Bye.